Hey folks, Eric and Sadie here for the fifth and final video in our Renaissance 2 SLS bonus program explanation series.
The end.
The end, that's right. This is the end. You've made it. We've made it. Da, 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 da. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please just hit pause now. Go back and watch the other four in order. It'll make a little bit more sense and you'll be all caught up. Today, we're going to talk about our seventh and final metric. It's our only one in this particular category. It's the category that we call growth.
Yeah. So what we mean by growth is your own personal growth. That we believe that the best version of you is the version that's getting better every day. That we never reach perfection, but that every day we're striving in humility to get better, to be a better version of ourselves. And the best way to do that is through a relationship. So it's a relationship with the supervisor to the field staff and vice versa. CFs learn so much from you in the field, as well as field, you learn so much from your supervisors. And so this is a relationship we want to make sure gets fostered. So we're going to make sure that we are tracking this so we know that you two are getting together and that you're talking for about 30 minutes. Now, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So we count face-to-face as a video chat as well as an in-person. That may change as we see our world change back, but for now, we're talking about a video or we're talking about a face-to-face. We are not talking about a text or an email because those things are not going to facilitate as much relationship. Right. You're not going to make that connection. You're not going to have that exchange nearly as much as when you sit down and have a half an hour, 45-minute conversation.
Even a phone call doesn't allow for nonverbal communication, which, smarter people than me say amounts to about 80% of the information that's exchanged in a conversation. So we want it to be either in person physically or in person virtually. That is a face-to-face connect. They say that 80% of people who say they love their job, one of the biggest reasons they do is because they have a good relationship with their supervisor. So that's another thing that this particular metric will help foster is a good relationship with your leader so that you know that they know what's important to you. And so at these face-to-face connects, it's not necessarily, well, did you do your job? Did you do these 5 things that you're supposed to? That's not necessarily what we want you to be talking about. We want you guys to talk about whatever's important to you. Tell us about how's your job working for you, Life Guide? How are you dealing with the team? How are you dealing? Maybe that client has very active family members. Let's tell us about your experiences with that. What are your personal goals? I heard last time we talked, you said you were starting college again. Well, how's that going for you? It's that kind of conversation we want to have because we want to be connected to each other. You can't be a team and be isolated at the same time. So that is the metric under growth. That's our face-to-face connects. It's our 7th one. It's the last one we're talking about in this series. And together with the partnership metrics, our communication metrics, and our leadership metrics, these 7 metrics form what we're doing for our bonus program. All right.
Well, hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully you understand the context behind what we're doing and why we're doing it. And we'll have more videos coming out about even more specifics about Ren 2. So stay tuned because there's going to be more information coming your way.
See you then.